Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Adrian Sanso-Ali about to test out another audio product for you today. Now, what do we have today but this? This is the Xvive U45 in-ear monitor wireless system. Yeah, first thing I'd like to say is I would have called it the in-ear wireless monitor system. In-ear wireless monitor system, not in-ear monitor wireless system. Maybe that's just me. Hopefully their product is better than their English. But I don't see any other problems with their English on the box or in the instructions. Let me show you quickly what this is all about. This is obviously for you to listen to yourself on the stage when you're performing music with other people, right? So first of all, I'll show you what's in the box. So this is the nice little setup that comes. The things that come in the box, and we have, oh, look how tiny it is. It's so lovely, little, oh, little. It's so lovely and little, and it's actually heavy. It's heavy. Anyway, this is it. See, there's the front. It's got volume. It's got the channel button over here, and it's got the little on-off switch. Obviously, the thing for your earphones. So I'm going to switch it on right now, so you can just see. Look at that. Oh. And if I press the channel button here, you can see it changes channel. So straight away you can see it has 6 different channels. Ready? Awesome. And then the volume button. Now this whole thing, let me just tell you, this whole thing, it feels heavy. It's so tiny, look, it fits in the palm of my hand like this. And yet it's actually heavy, it feels heavy. But the heaviness gives it a sense of quality, I think, but I'm not sure. The back, as you can see, it's made of plastic. See that? Looks like plastic, I should say, but I don't think it is. Now, if I smash it on my teeth, it seems like it's actually metal, and that would explain why it feels heavy. And the front, amazingly, the front is what looks like metal. It looks like plastic on the back, metal on the front, right? But really, the back is metal, and the front is plastic, even though it looks the other way around. Cool, eh? So it's pretty hard. You know, shall I drop it? I don't want to spoil my table here. Feels pretty heavy, and it's definitely strong. If I really throw this at somebody's head, bald head, it'll really hurt them. So it feels strong and heavy. This clip on the back is really strong as well. I don't know if you can hear that. See that? It's very, very strong clip to stick on your belt. If you're a woman singer with a dress, you might have to stick it on the back of your bra strap. A lot of female singers have to do. But it won't come off. Won't come off your bra strap. Won't come off your belt. This is tough, man. This is tough. It's strong. I mean, hopefully nobody, if you got it on your back, nobody will give it a punch, because it'll probably hurt. It'll probably hurt. But it's not sharp or anything, but it's definitely strong. Definitely strong. So the first impression, and I'm giving you my very first impression of this thing, is it's jolly well heavy, it's strong, it's small and beautiful. The knob, this is a volume knob, and it's sturdy. It's not one of them little flimsy little things. It's hard to turn it. It's not hard to turn it. You can feel the resistance there. It's really, it's tough, and it seems like it's made of metal as well. That knob is. Let me just test it with my tooth. Yep, the knob is metal, and the other one too. I don't know why the two of them have different designs, the two knobs, as you can see. Maybe it's so that when you're looking at it from above, you can easily remember which is which. Once you get used to. Once you get used to it, right? The on-off switch, amazingly, doesn't seem so tough and strong like all the other knobs and switches on here. It's tough enough, but it's not as tough as the other knobs and switches. Okay, what else can I say about this? It's got the USB charger there, USB-C, so that's good. Obviously, this is something you charge up. It's rechargeable. Now, in the past, I've noted in the different comments I've made on when reviewing products, that what I don't like about charging things up, you know, you can't just open it and change the battery in an emergency, you have to charge it up. But I see that this is a future, so more and more products like this, and it's a great thing to be able to charge it up. So my solution now with my saxophone microphones, for example, is I just have two. Wherever I go, I just take two. One in an emergency, and if one runs out of battery on stage or something, which has never happened, by the way, it's never happened. Not in recent years, I'm talking about with these recent technology. If it did, then I can just get my emergency one. So they're not very expensive, these products are. So I would recommend doing that. You just have, if it's something you really need on the stage, have two. Have one as a spare, an emergency. So yeah, you charge it up. Let's see the other part. This is the transmitter. As you can see, it's one of these types that just plug direct into the mixer, bluff, like this. And it has the USB thing on it too. As this as well, it's quite heavy and strong. Let's see. Strangely, this one's the other way round. This part that looks metal is the actual metal part, and the black part is the actual plastic part. Yeah, my teeth never lie, man. Teeth never lie. Now, another thing that really makes it reek of quality, reeks of quality, is the fact that they're not stickers. You see all this information on the back, the typical sticker. It's typically a sticker, but not here. It's been printed on. Even the serial number has been printed on here in nice silver color. Look at that serial number down there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's quality. That really smells of quality. And the same here. So you see, it's not a sticker. It's been printed on, all this stuff. The same with the name of the product and everything else. Anyway, so on here we have a button here which is auxiliary or line, right? That's just whichever, according to where you plug it into. We have a power and mute button. So basically this is a power button. It says mute, but it's really, that's the on and off switch, because there isn't any other on and off switch. So that's it. And then this is just the clip there for connecting your XLR. Now, one thing, this is supposed to be a wireless monitor for your ears, right? Now, typically on a mixer board, the monitor outs are jacks, not XLR. So I would have actually created this directly with a jack. Now, it does come with an adapter, as you can see. Comes with an adapter, so it fits on nicely there, and then you have it as a jack. The only thing is, I would have put the jack on directly because, I mean, every mixer board I've ever worked with has the monitor outs are actually jacks. So anyway, that's that. So anyway, you can use it either way in any case. What else can I say about this? Pretty. They seem to connect very, very easily. If I just switch this on and I switch this on, you see the two little, it's already lit up. See, the green light means it's connected, and this doesn't have a green light, but it has a, you can see the channel is 1, and you need to have, you see the channel button over here. What happens if I switch it to channel 2? You see that light goes off, the green lights go off, but then I switch there to channel 2 and it's back on again, so it's connected. The same 3. So you just have to make sure it's switched on the same channel and it's connected. Now, it's great that it has 6 different channels. That's awesome. And by the way, this the frequency of this is 5.8 gigahertz. Now, that's more than Bluetooth. Bluetooth is 2 point something gigahertz. So it's even more than Bluetooth technology. Now, what that actually translates to is it means that the connection is much more solid connection. It's a tight digital connection. It's very unlikely to have interferences, but the downside about such a high frequency is that it won't be able to go very far with it. Now I'm going to do a test in a little bit because I got a garden right here, and I'm going to run down the garden with this connected and see how far it goes. But take into consideration, this is for use on the stage when you're playing with a music group or something, and you normally don't need to go that far with it. So I'll be testing that in a minute. Let me show you what else comes with this. A nice bag, leather-like bag, nice printed, look at that. Again, quality. This seems to be a very quality product. They want it to look and feel like a quality product. And so obviously the hope is that it will sound like a quality product too. And on that note, let me just tell you here that it says a frequency response is a broad 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Which is basically the whole of human hearing. Now, it's easy to say that because really the important things are the earbuds themselves. How much of a frequency you get and the quality and everything will really depend more on the earbuds than on this. But in any case, this supposedly has the whole sound frequency spectrum. It says 110 decibel signal to noise ratio. That's incredible. It does say that you can go to 100 feet with a solid line of contact, you know, eye of sight, whatever you call it, 100 feet. So that's good, as I said, for this is 5 point something gigahertz. It's very, very high frequency connection. Dynamic range, 110 decibels. So that as well. I mean, these are just little earphones for when you're playing music on the stage. They're not supposed to be too loud, otherwise it'll blow your ears out. So that's plenty. Less than 5 milliseconds latency, which is incredible. That's awesome. If you don't know what any of these things mean, never mind. If you do know, then you know that these are awesome data. These are awesome specifications. That's what I'm saying. Oh, but I must mention something that I don't like about the specifications. And you know what it is? This is mono, it's not stereo. Now, you may think, well, yeah, of course it has to be mono because you're plugging it into a mixer with one of these things. If to be in stereo, you'll need two. You'd need two outputs, right? Or one of these, a stereo kind of a plug, which wouldn't have been bad actually. Stereo kind of a plug to be in stereo. You would plug it into the earphones out jack on the mixer. Oh, so that's something that they could actually improve with this product. I don't see why it would need to be mono. Let me tell you, disclaimer here, I've never hardly in my life used in-ear monitors because I don't like them. I prefer just to listen to the music coming out of the speakers as the audience hears it, even if I can't hear it properly. As long as I can hear myself playing and I can hear what the audience is hearing, that's good enough for me. I really don't like it. To me, it's like being disconnected from the audience then. And it's also more difficult to run around the audience playing the sax like I like to do. So that's something to take into consideration. I don't like using in-ear monitors. I've bought this because there are some groups that I perform with where I have to use them because there's a lot of musicians around me, big drums behind me, and they don't use monitors, floor monitors in front of us. And so in those cases, I have no choice but to use in-ear monitors. And what I've done in those cases, I've just borrowed some from somebody. This is my very first my own wireless in-ear monitor system. So the first thing that came to my attention was this stereo mono thing. Well, obviously, when I'm listening to music in my earphones, I like to listen in stereo. I always insist that my saxophone, when it plugs into DJ systems and everything, that it's in stereo as well, so you can hear the proper effects on my saxophone and all that sounds good when it's in stereo. So being an audiophile, naturally, because I'm a musician, it's kind of a slap in the face that this is mono. But again, I don't know. So leave me some comments below and let me know if it's normal in mono. Now, I will be testing this out live with a group, a band that I'll be performing in a few days' time. And for the first time, I'll be testing my own. I'll have my very own in-ear monitors. And I'll see if it's really important, this stereo or mono thing. And, you know, is it important? Maybe it's not important. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Just to say that if you're using an auxiliary out on your mixer board, then by nature it's going to be mono, I guess. Interesting. So anyway, let me tell you what's in the bag. Hey, the bag that comes with it. In the bag, obviously, is instructions. And I have checked the English. The English is good. So I still don't know why they call it an in-ear monitor wireless system and not an in-ear wireless monitor system. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Nice box, by the way, that as well. Look at the quality of that. Look, even the print on there. I mean, this is, it really, it gives off the impression of a very quality product, this does. So anyway, that's instructions in a few different languages. Or is it? No, in English? English. Yes, these instructions are in English. We have a warranty card. That's a warranty card. We have some advertisements of their other stuff. That's typical. And we have one of these for charging it. It's one of those that's split into two different ones, so you can charge both parts at the same time. Now note, I think I've noted this on other occasions, if you're splitting one USB connection into two different plugs, it's likely that you'll get less power to each one. So if you want to charge something up fast, I suggest you use them individually. Righty? Righty. So all that's left is to try it, to see what they sound like, because that's the whole thing, man. It's to see what they sound like. What we need on the stage is this to not fall off your trousers or your bra strap, and it won't. I'm sure it won't with this thing. This. I'm sure this won't. And it's small. You're not going to sit down and it's going to push off and fall on the floor. So this has passed the test definitely without even trying it on stage. The other thing we need is we need to be able to hear it properly. Now this does not come, at least my one that I had, did not come with whatever you call these, earphones, right? So I got my own earphones. These are the KZ DQS earphones. Now I got these because they were recommended to me. I bought these specially, and I have different ones. I'm here in Spain at the moment. I have different ones in America that I use. So I bought some for here, especially so I can use it with this, right? They're supposedly good earplugs, so I'm gonna find out by listening to them for the first time, sticking one in my ear over here. As I said, these are very flimsy kind of things for me, because I'm not, I mean, it sticks in my ear properly, it's okay. It's not, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall out. But very rarely do I use in-ear monitors on the stage. As I said, I don't like them. I don't like to use in-ear monitors. I prefer not to. But because I have to, then I got this from Xvive or Xvive. So they did send me this. I asked them to send me this so I can check it out, and at the same time I'll have finally my own monitor system, in-ear wireless monitor system. Yeah. But like always, I'm giving a fully honest review. I'm not going to say this is awesome if it's not awesome. So I'll only say if it's awesome, if it really is awesome. And let me tell you, the design again, the quality really does feel awesome. Now we're going to try and see what it sounds like. Again, if I designed this, I would have designed it with this and then maybe had an adapter to the other one. Not with this, because most auxiliary outputs on mixer boards use this. So I'm going to stick it on, and I'm going to stick it into the auxiliary output. Hopefully I won't destroy my ears. Maybe I should take them out first before I switch it on, just in case. So I've taken them out of my ears. I've taken them out of my ears now, and there we go. I don't like wearing glasses. Never had to wear glasses before in my life until recently, getting old, man. So I'm going to stick it in here. I'm sticking it into my mixer board. Here it is. Here's my mixer, just so that you know. Super technology. My super technology. This is my Behringer Flow 8 mixer. And I'm sticking this into the auxiliary send output. See it? There it is. it certainly sticks up jolly well far, but maybe that's a good thing because it means it'll clear a line of sight to where I need it, as long as nobody kind of knocks it by accident. Looks like if somebody knocks this by accident, they might do some damage. Righty? Righty. Now I'm going to plug, this is a charging wire, and I'm going to plug it in as well right now for two reasons. First reason is I forgot to charge this up properly, and the second reason is I want to see if I can use it while it's charging. Now I have looked through the instructions and it does recommend me not to do that. Nevertheless, I want to make sure this never runs out on the stage. So if I'm going to have this stuck in my mixer board, I may as well have a charger stuck on it too. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the charger on it, and it does look like it's on. Can you see those two red lights there? The two red lights means it's charging. Now let's see what happens when I switch it on. I'm going to switch it on here. I've put it on the line and I'm switching it on, right? Now it's on. And it does seem to work. So I'll find out in a minute whether it is indeed working. I'm going to switch this on here. Oh, it says it's connected. It's on channel 3, which is what we left it on just a minute ago. And I'm going to just get my iPad here and press play. All right. Oh. Yeah. 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 Anyway. It sounded interesting. Clear. It was clear. The bass doesn't sound as bassy as I would like. Now, I like to hear very strong bass when I'm performing. So again, this is probably mostly to do with this. I don't know what the frequency response is. We know it goes from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, which is the whole of human hearing. But it would be interesting to see an actual graph of the response. And then, of course, each earphone has their graph of their frequency response as well. So I think the sound quality itself depends on this. I would have liked more bass, maybe, but that's their fault. It's not the fault of these people, Xvive, I don't think. You can hear bass. You can hear everything very clearly, in fact, very, very clearly. It sounds like good. I think the problem is that it's in mono. I've just been listening to music, but in mono instead of in stereo. Yeah, that's got to be it. That's the problem. Obviously, it's in mono. Yeah. So that would explain my lack of what's the word? My lack of wah. I mean, it was wah at the beginning here, and then also something missing. You know, a bit more bass. Well, yeah, but the main thing is missing. It's not stereo. But again, is that normal? Can you write in the comments if you think that's normal? Stereo versus mono. Again, with a system like this, I think it needs to be mono. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to be so easy to plug into an auxiliary output on a mixer. Right? So without further ado, it works. Everything's working perfectly. I can hear it perfectly. Obviously, I got to try it with my saxophone on the stage in a real life situation, and I'll write down in the comments an update. So I will update you with my actual live on stage experience so that you guys know. I've just found out then that it does work with the charger plugged in, so you don't have to worry about this ever running out of battery. If this does, well, go without or have another one as a spare, right? That's my conclusion about these things, because they are obviously much better technology to be able to just charge it up rather than have to switch out batteries all the time. This is the future of sound equipment. I can't be old school. You know, people look at me and go, he's an old man with his old school ideas about real batteries. No, charger, USB charging is the future. And I'm not sure how long it says that the battery lasts for. Let me just check. Blah, 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 blah. 5 hours of battery life. So again, if that's true, 5 hours of battery life, then that's plenty. I mean, I play maximum 2 hours with my saxophone. I say no more than 2 hours because I don't want to do my lips in. So 5 hours is plenty. You'll need that extra space just in case. And we got the space. 5 hours is plenty. So now, without further ado, I'm just going to run off with it down the garden and see if I can still hear the music good and properly. How about that? Right, ladies and gentlemen, I have it on, I have it plugged in. Look, doesn't move at all. Here is my music player. There is the machine. There's a machine over there. See, you can see it. And there behind me is the garden. So I'm gonna press play. That'll send the music to there, and that will send the music to here, and this will send the music to here, and I'll hear. Let's see how far we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was amazing. You know why? That I went 30 meters. 30 meters. That's almost 100 feet from the transmitter right here through those metal bars of my window all the way down to the bottom of the garden, and I could still hear it perfectly. Still perfect. There was one point when it went like a kind of a tick, like just very slightly stopped. And that was when I was right almost at the bottom of the garden, but then it just carried on just the same. So it worked, and it works up to 100 feet. I just tested it out, you know, even through the bars, the metal bars right here, it works. So yes, you have my recommendation. It sounded great, better than when I first tried it sitting here, because I realized afterwards that the volumes are wrong. When I first put it in and listened to it, I had the volume on my mixer board I think too low, and then I had this volume too high as a result. But then afterwards I adjusted it to the right ideal volumes, and it was perfect, sounded great. It's about 1/3 of the volume, and it was just perfect at 1/3 the volume, all the way down to the bottom of the garden. It works. So yes, you can go ahead and buy it. You have my blessing to go ahead and buy one for yourself. And as I said, I'll give you an update underneath after I try this thing like this in a couple of days on a real stage with real people and real musicians all in my way and in my face. And I'll let you know, I'll update you and let you know if it all worked, everything perfectly too. Yeah, nice little thing. And it didn't come off either, as I said, didn't come off. Have a nice day.